Welcome to myAfrican Affairs. Ghana's parliament passed a legislation on Wednesday which intensifies the crackdown of the rights of the LGBTQ people and those promoting non-conventional sexual or gender identities in the West African countries. Gay sex was already punishable by up to 3 years in prison. The bill now imposes up to 5 years in prison for the willful promotion, sponsorship, or support of LGBTQ+ activities. The bill proposes a jail term of up to 10 years in prison for those involved in LGBTQ+ advocacy campaign aimed at children. It also encourages the public to report members of the LGBTQ+ community to the authorities for necessary action. The bill is one of the harshest of its kind in Africa. Maxine, Ghana's first openly transgender musician, said that her heart was broken and she was devastated at the moment. She also added that her pronouns are she or her or hers. Activists fear that there now will be witch hunts against members of the LGBTQ+ community and those who campaign for their rights, and say that some will now have to go into hiding. A coalition of Christian, Muslim, and Ghanaian traditional leaders sponsored the legislation. Following the vote in Parliament, the bill will be presented to President Nana Akufo-Addo, after which he has 7 days to either assent or refuse to assent according to Ghana's constitution. If he assents, the bill becomes law. President Akufo-Addo had avoided the heated debate over the bill, but he said that he will react once the parliament had voted. The president has said in the past that he would do so if majority of Ghanaians wanted him to. Winnie Banyima, executive director of the United Nations AIDS Agency, said that the bill will affect everyone if it became law, adding that punitive laws as embodied by the bill are a barrier to ending AIDS and ultimately undermine the health of people. It will exacerbate fear and hatred, could incite violence against fellow Ghanaian citizens, and will negatively impact the freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and freedom of association, Banyima added in a statement. If it becomes law, it will obstruct access to life-saving services, undercut social justice, and jeopardize Ghana's success in development, she also said. The bill was approved unanimously on Wednesday following the completion of the third reading. Amnesty International warned last month that the bill poses significant threat to the fundamental rights and freedom of the LGBTQ+ people. Proposed amendments to the bill were rejected by the Speaker, Alban Babin, during the session. Lawmakers heckled down the attempts to replace prison sentences with community service and counseling. It is the latest sign of growing opposition to the LGBTQ+ rights in the conservative West African nation.